Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Freedom Friday. Yes, here is at your service, Dr. Auda Tovar. And today I'm coming live in my office page, Dynamic Chiropractic Center. Why? Because I want to talk about health and I want to stop the madness. So, yes, if you're there, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. But again, this is Dr. Auda Tovar with another episode of the Kaneka Show with Dr. Auda. And I'm coming live from my Dynamic Chiropractic Center page to talk about health and how we can stop the madness and how we need to start this conversation of what nobody's talking about. We are here. If you're living in the United States, you know that we are at a very interesting time in which we are pointing fingers and looking at all kinds of things instead of where the root of health comes from. And this whole situation, how can it be stopped to the point that we all empower ourselves with the tools necessary to thrive in the midst of this storm and many other storms? Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't know, that we've been fighting viruses for hundreds of years. Our body was made to renew, regenerate, and to heal. Yes, our own bodies has the best. We all have the best doctor inside of us that knows what to do, when to do it, how to do it without the help of anything else. So we just need to bring that out in us. And this is what I want to talk about because I think I was super the other day I was having a new patient. And again, if you don't know me, I'm a chiropractor and I've been practicing for 20 years in beautiful Miami, sunny Florida. And the last week I had a new patient that has been suffering, and it happens a lot, has been suffering of pains or issues for years, and they wanted to go all in 1 second. And it just made me realize what kind of a world we live in which we want results right away when processes that took us that got us where we are today took a long time to generate, right? So this is what we're living in, right? We live in this Google society, in this microwave world in which we want results right away. And chiropractic has miraculous results. And I've seen people get better from all kinds of things, but it is not up to me to decide when the patient is going to get better. It's up to the body to realize when it has all that it needs to then make that switch and heal. And symptoms, so are usually the last thing to show up and the first thing to go away. So sometimes we have symptoms and we're healing and on our way to better health. And sometimes we have no symptoms and we're degenerating and we are dying and we're creating disease. But the one thing I want to talk about, because this is just madness to think that the outside in things is what's going to give us health, when it's the inside out that is actually going to produce the best results of health in our bodies, in our families, in our children, in our lives. Okay, so in the naked systems, I always talk that we need to remove the layers. And here I want to talk that we want to remove our lies, okay? The lies we've been telling ourselves from where health comes from, because we think it comes from a pill, a potion, a lotion, a thing. Nowadays, it comes from a mask. And yes, I'm going to talk a little bit about the mask here because I see a lot of my patients concern, right? So, and I'm like, okay, so a mask might protect you if somebody's coughing on you or sneezing and they have the virus for you not to get it. However, the one thing that is going to protect you is how you handle your actual health. So when I go to the supermarket and I see people, super concerned about the mask and wearing gloves and everything else, but what they're eating and what they're inputting in their body is so toxic, a mask is not going to keep you healthy. A potion is not going to keep you healthy. Masking the symptoms is only lying to yourself and the root of where health comes from. So we have to start removing the lies and go back to center. Okay, go back to what made this body, this amazing nervous system that runs from the brain through your spinal cord, up the nerves to all your organs, tissues, and cells, is where your electricity, your energy, and your health source runs from and to all other areas of your body. And it's what's going to make the best decisions when you're exposed to the different storms, the physical stress, the mental stress, the chemical stress, is then what's going to decide if your body's going to heal or not. So we have to go back to the center. What is health and what is not? Because I realize that the more I do this and the more I'm in practice and I see patients, and I've been blessed to do this for the last 20 years. So I'm very, very, very blessed. The more I realize that people don't truly know health. And if you're crazy enough to watch the news nowadays, which I don't, my patients know that. If you know me, I don't watch the news. Then you will know that the world is going mad, right? And we are definitely not looking to where health comes from. We're looking to where we can patch it. And this is not, we're not going to get over this virus and this situation as humanity, as a country, as a city, as a town, unless we understand where health comes from. So I'm going to tell you in very brief where health comes from, because health comes from, and if you know it, you can type it in the comments. Health comes from within. It comes from inside of you. It comes from homeostasis, when the physical, the chemical, the mental are all working together to express the best version of health you deserve. And then, and only then, will your body be then strong enough to face the stuff that is being imposed to, whether it's a virus, whether it's an infection, whether it's a mental stress, whether it's watching the news and reacting to that, whether it is your physical stress, chemical, whatever it is. You need to reinforce from within. It's not going to come from the things you put from the outside in, people. If we don't clear the inside out, then all the other things that we do from the outside are only going to cloud it, and you're not going to make the most out of it. So yes, keeping a healthy nervous system so you can make the best decisions for your health is very important. Then we need to just start moving. We need to move more. We need to expose ourselves more to the beautiful sun so we can get the vitamin D we need. We need to put good stuff into our system. We need to eat ingest live foods. Stop the processed foods. Stop the sugars. Stop all those things that are only going to give you inflammation, that is going to create unhealthy cells, which eventually are not going to be able to fight this virus or any infection or any stress the way you would like your body to do so. Your body is an amazing machine, and it has the ability to heal. Hence, in my office, I have it in my wall, the power that my body heals the body. However, the truths we're telling ourselves, right? Because honestly, I could do 3 hours, and I've tried to stay away from anything of these topics because everybody gets offended by every single time, somebody opens their mouth. But this is the Ginicki Show, and this is Dr. Aura Tovar. So I'm going to speak my mind, because I feel we need to be speaking more about health, and which is our true wealth. And if anything, 2020 has taught us is that without health, we got nothing. You can have all the money in the world, all the luxuries, all the apartments, all the monetary things, but if you don't have health, you won't be able to enjoy it. You won't be able to go to it. You would just be a prisoner of your own choices. Yes, I go back to choices because I want to teach you in the Nikki system that you can make the best choices for your health today. You can start changing today. You're not a tree. You are not planted somewhere, okay? You can change. You can alter the way you feel, the way you see your body healing, the way you respond to the stresses that you're being imposed to. But hiding in fear and thinking other things and other people are going to be responsible for our health is not the way. No. It's not the way. Our responsibility, our health is our only responsibility. It is up to you to make sure that you take care of you and your loved ones, right? If you have little ones, it's what we feed them. What we feed our mind, our body, and soul is what's going to determine how our health is expressed in the outside, how health is expressed when given a stressor. When given a stressor, like we're talking about a virus or an infection, or even more so a disease, which also another thing that nobody's talking about is that probably we have the biggest numbers in the world is because we are one of the sickest countries. Yes, I said it. USA is one of the sickest countries in the world in the sense that we have the most obesity, the most heart disease, the most cancers, the most everything, because we are keeping thinking that our body and our health comes from the outside in instead of from the inside out. We keep thinking that a cream, a lotion, or a potion is going to mask our symptoms away, and when we mask it away, then it's going to just disappear. We keep thinking that we're going to show up to a doctor's office, whether you go to your chiropractor, to your naturopath, to your acupuncture, to your MD, and you're going to say, okay, I've been with this issue for 5, 10, 15 years, but I want it to go away because it's really imposing on my life. It's imposing on the way I enjoy my free time. Whatever it is, we have to stop thinking this way, because that way is what got us this sick. So we need to get back to talking about what it is and what is not. Okay, because if we do not remove those blinders, we don't remove those masks and those lies that we've been telling ourselves, we're not going to be able to express the health that we actually deserve, the health that is within for us to express, the health that we have the right to live in, and to be able to fight off viruses, diseases, and infections as we've been doing for hundreds of years. So we need to get back. So what we can do, what is it that we can do now, right? Because I just told you before that we're not a tree, and you are able to change anything the moment you so wish for, okay? You can change. That is just a decision away. The moment you decide, you can change the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you breathe, the way you see the world, the way how much input of negativity you're going to let into your mind, your heart, and your soul. How much news are you going to watch? What is it that you're going to let in your circle? Because that's also going to determine how you express your best version of health. And what else can we do? I think it's time for us to take a survey of our lives, to take a survey of what am I doing during a day. And I sometimes, if you are a patient of mine, Dynamic Chiropractic Center, you have heard me say this or do this and tell you, okay, write what you have eaten the last 3 days, or write all the negative thoughts that come across your path for just 3 days. And then you're going to realize where in your life you need to remove toxins. Because I feel before we start adding all these good things that we can do to boost your immune system, like vitamin C. Yes, drinking vitamin C, having more than 1,000 milligrams, and having D3 as a vitamin D. Having all these things that are going to boost our immune system, we need to clean up house before we add the good stuff. It's not like you're going to, if you have a carpet in your house, you need to vacuum it first before you decide, to move it or to do something or to put furniture on top of it. And this is what I feel we're going wrong. We're putting furniture on top of a dirty carpet. So you're not going to maximize the beauty of that space. You're not going to maximize the beauty of the furniture you're going to put on top of it because you haven't cleaned house before. So it is time for us to take a survey of our lives and see. This is the naked way. We need to accept what we are, but we need to analyze how we got here. We need to take a survey, what it is that we want to get naked with, what we want to remove. So I recommend that you take pen, paper, write it. I have journals and things that I write on all the time. Write down what is stressing you, right? Write down what is stressing you in life, or what areas you would like to change. Because also another thing that I recommend my clients, you got to start with one thing. You got to start with small chunks, because it took a long time to get here. It's going to take some processes to go back, and it's going to take for you to chunk it down in small goals. It's not like you're going to wake up one day and you can, okay, this is all good. You can wake up and say, I'm going to change everything. I'm going to change the way I eat, the way I think, the way I function, the way I move, the way I do things. I'm going to change my goals, my what I do with my free time. You can change it all and take some very special people. But most of us humans need to change one step at a time, and we need to just change small habits, okay? tiny miraculous habits that we can choose. So you can take a survey and say, okay, I want to change the way I eat, and just write down how you eat for the last 3 days. What have you consumed? And if you want, my phone number is right there. You can get a free consultation with me. You can send that to me, and I will tell you what you're doing wrong if you want to change it, or what is it that you need to remove out of your life in order for you to express the best version of health when it comes to what you're putting inside your body. Yes, if you haven't been checked by a chiropractor, definitely get checked by a chiropractor. When was your last time? It's not like you would be driving a car without maintaining it, right? With the difference that we can change cars anytime we want, but we can only have this body. This is the only vehicle we're going to carry for this lifetime. And not even if you have all the money in the world, you cannot change this body that we were given. So make sure you take good care of it, and make sure that it is well aligned to your divine, so you can express the best version of health you deserve. So if you haven't gotten checked by a chiropractor, you can also contact me. I will get you in touch with a chiropractor near you. And I know I get listeners from everywhere. So just contact me. I know chiropractors all over the globe. So you get well aligned. If you're having issues with your diet, you would like to lose some weight, then it's back to more live foods. But you can also write what you have been consuming the last 3 days and have somebody take a look at it. You can have me take a look at it. I will do this with pleasure. Why? Because it is my main purpose, to spark the light in all, so they know they can have the health, the wealth, and the happiness that they deserve if they so choose to. And they remove the things that are getting in the way of their true potential. So I am here to serve you, to help you. You can start with a survey. You haven't gotten how's your physical fitness? Are you moving? We are live. We need to move. That's how our body expands into its best version. That's how it gets rid of toxins. That's how it flushes out. You need movement in your life. If you haven't done any movement, again, you can take a survey and write down all the movement you have done. Or you can use those little smart things, and then your watches and the Fitbit and all these things that are now available for you, so you can measure how much the amount of fitness and physical activity you're having during the day. So you can do the food, you can do the activity, you can do, if you have your spine aligned, you can see how much water, you can count how much water you're consuming during the day. It's not how many cups of coffee, is water. We need to get back to center. Then we can talk about adding those other things in our lives, like the vitamins, like the new things, but we need to clean up house and stop the madness to believe that a mask is going to keep you safe when you're doing everything else wrong for your body. Your disease is forming in your body. If you're not paying attention to it, and a mask is not going to keep you safe if you're consuming and inputting toxins into your body every single meal. We need to get back to center. We need to get back to removing these lies we've been told. It's not the government's responsibility for your health. It is not anybody's responsibility, not even your insurance companies. Your insurances don't care if you're healthy, okay? I said it. Please. Yes, I said it. So it is important that you know that it is up to you to be healthy, and we get to make choices every single second of the day if we're moving towards health or towards disease. I know I'm being very harsh, but I really think that it's time that we talk more about health, what it is that we can do right now, what it is that we can do in our homes, what can we do with our minds, what can we do with our bodies, what can we do with our children. And with your children, I'm going to say, stop the sugar with the kids. You are slowly poisoning and making them addictive to this thing is called sugar. All the processed foods are damaging your children. That's a whole topic of conversation. But yes, I could talk about how milk is bad for you, how sugar is bad for them, how everything that doesn't come from the earth is really bad for them. But we want to express our best version of health now. And I'm going to tell you, now is going to take one thing, and one thing only, for you to decide that you come first. Yes. If you don't put yourself first, and I tell this to a lot of my moms, if you don't put yourself first, you're not going to be the good mom you want to be, the good friend, the good wife, the good daughter, the good employee, the good whatever it is that you so long to do. So it is very important that you put yourself Hi, everyone. Somebody said hi. So it's very important that you put yourself first and you make the one decision to look out after your health, to become responsible. What is it that you can do today? And if you need help, reach out. I'm giving you my phone number. I'm giving you my website. You can reach out for a free consultation. I will look at your 3-day survey of what you're eating, what you're inputting in your body, how you're moving, how you're thinking. If you have mental blocks that are not letting you express your full potential, we need to clean that out. If you're taking antidepressants and all these things just to cloud the way you think and function and even sleep. I have so many patients taking sleep medications. It's just crazy. It's time for us to take a look at why you need those medications, why you need all those things that are clouding or putting patches on those feelings, those beliefs, and what is it that we can clean from the inside out in order to express the best health version of health that we deserve. So it is time for us to take a closer look and to look at health as our one and only main priority. And it's all a choice. It's all a choice. Choose for you, and you will have all that you want. Choose to be healthy for you, for your family, for your children, for everyone that loves you. Self-love is not selfish. Look after you. And yes, what can you do today? Take a look at your health. Take a look at the different areas: mind, body, and spirit. Where are you lacking? Where can you take the time to clean up in order for you to empower yourself to be strong enough to be strengthen this immune system so you can fight off disease, so you can fight off viruses and infections and the stress that is coming our way. Because hey, doesn't look like it's getting better anytime soon. And I hate to say this, and I love to talk about hope, because hope is the one thing that I give all my patients, that your body will indeed heal, because I've seen it way too many times not to say it, okay? But right now, it's time to buckle up and become responsible for your own health so you can start producing the results you deserve without having to put blame on your neighbors, on the others, on the government, on everything else. It's time to mirror, look in the mirror. What can you do better? What can you clean up in order to add positive things to your life so you can create the outcomes you want? And if you need to start cleaning up something, I recommend you start cleaning up what you input in your mind and the news you're watching and the negativity you're putting, because it is time for us to become responsible even for that. We cannot blame the news for giving us only crap. We can only blame ourselves for watching it. I am here to help you, and I hope these naked tips, which I'm putting it towards health today, because I feel the world needs to hear this more than ever, and I see it every day with my patients, and I talk about this all day long. And in the Get Naked show, it's time to speak about health. What is going to get us healthy? What is it that we can remove the layers off so we can then shine from within, because we all have the potential within us to heal, to shine, to express our best version and be a gift of others, because that's another one. We need to be good so we can help others. We are here to give our best and our gifts to others, whether that is your inner circle of your home, your children, or your family, your friends, your coworkers, the world. However you want that circles to expand, it is your responsibility to get healthy. And I'm here to help you see your best, express your best version of health, mentally, physically, spiritually, and so on. So just reach out. I think my information is right below. If you have any questions, you can message me through Facebook. You can message me on my webpage, or you can message me on my business page. It doesn't matter. I am here to serve you, and I just want to be a tool for you to express your best version of light. And like Wayne Dyer says, don't die with the music inside of you. So start cleaning up so you can express, so that the music can sound even sharper and more beautiful. So everyone, have yourself a lovely Friday. It's Freedom Friday here in Florida. It's very beautiful. And may you express your light. Reach out if you have any questions. Text me, message me. I am here to serve you. Love and appreciate you, everyone. Ciao. And if you like this information, don't forget to share. And if you like the information that I'm putting on my podcast, don't forget to rate it, review it, share with others. Sharing is caring. Stay naked, stay true. Ciao.